family, and we didn't have much. And I saw them; they have so much. We didn't have much, and also like structurally, we were broken. You know, in terms of family, financially, everything just didn't seem right.
Sure.
And I looked at that. I looked at a lot of things, and I just felt like, you know what? I'm struggling to reconcile a loving father with this, you know. And then I concluded.
Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Youngs Love. If you are a new subby, welcome to the channel. And if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back on the channel. Today, I have a very good friend of mine. His name is Sips, aka Sipho Maga. However, he will introduce himself because on this channel, we allow people to, let us in. Like, do they want us to know like pieces of them, or they just want to give us a fraction of who they are? So over to you.
A fraction. A fraction. I'll give you a fraction. I don't want everything out there, of course. Hello everybody, my name is Sipho Maga. I'm so excited to be here today, and let's have a discussion.
Cool. Is that all you want us to know?
Ask.
Fraction.
Ask. Yes.
Yeah, there goes a fraction.
Yeah.
Okay,
fractions.
Cool. Okay, I think let's just dive in deep into it. So I didn't prepare any questions for him. Yeah, we will be winging it and like chatting. He's allowed to ask me questions for the first time on this channel. Shame. He's allowed to ask me questions and I will answer. Let's just hope he is nice, okay?
I'll try.
Yeah. How are you feeling though? Let's talk
so
about
good. I'm so happy. I was literally excited coming here. We've been talking about this for a very long time.
Yeah.
So this is finally the day that we get to sit down here because we are really good friends. We talk a lot. There's a whole life offline. So to finally be here in a channel that I revere, respect, and honor, I'm feeling really good.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Okay, I want to dive deep into like the feelings of coming here. How are you feeling?
You know what I love about your channel is the space that you create for people to express themselves authentically, to be themselves, to be vulnerable, to be open.
Yeah.
Because I think that we need that, particularly as young Black people. So, firstly, I revere you as a friend. So just seeing you is always such a vibe.
Sure.
But I was really excited to just be part of the channel, Young channel. Excited. Yeah.
Cool. Okay. I like that. So I'm not sure. But I think like as we converse, I'll probably have more questions. Like, what do you do? What's your 9 to 5?
That's interesting because I never actually talk about my 9 to 5 because there's a lot of confidentiality involved, and she knows because she can't talk a lot about her 9 to 5 because there's a lot of confidentiality.
I don't have, honey.
Yes,
I don't have.
She's got a gag that she can't speak of many projects that she works on because we are involved in broadcast, television, and film. So some of your biggest shows that you see on South African television, we are involved.
He's in all of them. By the way, check the credits.
Yes, see my name on there, and so is she. So it's really interesting, by the way, that we cannot so freely like everyone else all the time. By the way, and say I'm working on this show and that show and that show and that show.
But people from this channel, they know what I've worked on.
So that, in addition to that she's worked on, which I won't say because we've got another season coming up very soon, in January. And this is a big show. This is continental. You know what I mean? Which gives you a clue. We can't say much, but like, yeah, creative. I'm in the creative arts, entertainment arts, yes. Broadcast, film, television, South Africa, all of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We're getting closer to getting to know him. I think.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Fraction. Yeah.
Do you have siblings?
I do. I've got 3 siblings. Should I say?
You can call them by name.
I can, because he's really famous now. He's doing really well. Tandile is my younger brother. I've got an older brother, Lindo. And I've got a younger, cuter, most amazing sister, Yonela.
Why do you start with Tandile?
Interesting. Why are you asking me that?
No, because I did pick up, but okay.
Yeah.
Younger, and then you go to...
Older, and then the youngest.
Do you favor Tandile?
Because he's like my, weird to say, first child. Yeah, literally.
Okay.
Because my younger brother, yes, okay. He's like 9 years younger than me, which is really 10 years younger than me. So I took care of him. I was like a father. Like literally, as you can imagine, when you are like super older, like older brother, you do everything. You're like a co-parent. So I do favor him, yes. Yeah, I do favor him, yes. Definitely. And now but it's not because he's a star now. It's just because like he's like my first child, you know. And my younger brother, Lindo Kushe, is like a year younger than me. So we're more like rivals. Okay. You know, like, yeah. Okay. And then my youngest sister, who, by the way, my mom could not for the life of her get girls. So finally she got a girl.
Yeah, that's a blessing.
It is.
Yeah, I know moms, when they're trying to get a girl, they can go until the 10th child, okay? Yeah. My mother wanted to adopt, girl. Really?
Literally. She was like, I want to adopt at this point because she felt like, I can't have a girl no matter how many times I try. Yeah. So it was a blessing. Sure. Yeah. Maybe she could have gotten until the 10th child.
Sure, guys. Yeah.
Something that I'm gonna now ask you a question.
Yeah.
Because we've had this conversation so many times offline. And interesting, I've always said that I wanna have a boy first. Right? I wanna have a boy first. Like, why do you wanna have a boy first? I'm like, I don't know. They're just less stressful. Yeah. Like with boys, you can just like, they'll climb trees and whatever, but a girl just requires more attention and you know what I mean? That's the face that you made. Exactly. And then I've always felt like boys become trouble when they're older. Yeah. Girls are more trouble when they're younger. Or something like that. I don't know if I'm like... No, boys are more trouble when they're younger. Whatever.
No.
But I was more like, okay, I would first want to have a boy, and then you were first like you want to have a girl. Yeah. And so since we're talking about Yonela being my youngest sibling, and my mother always wanting to have a girl, no matter how many boys she has, a girl. Yeah. Why are you like, I want a girl?
I don't know. Okay. I need to know. So I think the reason why I want to have a girl, I think it would be nice to have another generation of women who can continue, man. And hopefully, because also the thing is about, you do not know as well, like how your child will, you know, who she will become. But you know, you can hope and pray that you can raise them in the ways of the Lord, and then they can decide. They will decide for themselves, you know. But I think what I want, whether it's a boy, whether it's a girl, to raise them in the ways of the Lord. But I think also because I'm a woman, I'm a woman, and I think, But also, I don't mind a baby boy, you know. I don't mind a baby boy, even though I think I have a lot of brothers, and I think they're just difficult. So I'm just being honest. So yeah, I think raising a boy, it's hard. I really think so. But I do not know, because I've not raised any boy. My brothers were not raised by me. But just in my head, with my limited experience, like from my brothers, because honestly I haven't raised a boy. My mom would speak for herself if she was here. But,
Right, because she's actually raised boys. But now the interesting thing about Yonga, sorry I'm exposing you so much, is you see this classy lady, this model, so chic, so feminine and soft and classy and whatnot, but she also has a tomboy touch.
But doesn't it make sense? Because I did say that I have a lot of brothers.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so I have a lot of brothers, and like growing up, they would hairstyle me, and it was horrible. Yeah, I mean, like I think for some time I kind of felt like I look like them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because also actually not even like hairstyle. They would give me haircuts. Yeah, that looked like theirs. Also, they didn't know any better, they were boys. Yeah, so, yeah.
What I like about that, sorry that I'm asking this question, so it's my second question. What I like about what you just told us now is that when you guys see Yonga now, as you may know her, she's like this very feminine, you're a model, crying out loud, you know what I mean? So then it's like, oh, that's interesting, because I think a lot of people would have not thought tomboy. What? No. You guys are making it up. So then at what point, when did this happen? The feminine, the girly, the woman, the classy. When did that come about?
Okay. Now you're putting me on the spot, but I don't know. I kind of feel like that yoga has always existed, or like sides of her. But I mean, I think maybe some were not strong as the other, or the other was suppressing the other. I mean, also the age where my brothers would cut my hair. I had less of, I won't say control, but of like a say on what happens on my hair,
right?
Or unless I'll run away and whatnot. But I think as I grow up, because we do grow and develop, and you become your own person, and therefore, like the person that you really express is not so different. Like Yonga has really been there as well. I don't think there was like a point where I don't really know. Also, I think growing up as well. Growing up because I've really just gotten to know myself and understood myself better. And I think also my relationship with God now, it helps me as well. It helps me. I think so. Yeah. Did I answer that?
You did.
Okay.
You really did. I think more so them.
Yeah.
One of the things that I've enjoyed about this journey of this channel, by the way, is that if you scroll down on this channel and you watch some of the first videos that Yonga did, she was more so focused on cooking, recipes, and all of that, which
and
is
showing
so
my face.
authentic. Yes, so authentic, because that's who she is. She's such a natural and a lover, and for her food and music, conversations, family, people coming together, that's who she is. And then there was a transition. And the reason I want to touch on this is because I know there are a lot of people out there who maybe in a point in their lives where they're like, no, Marana, I do this. And this is how I do it. And this is the reason I do it that way. And there's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely. You're right. But then there was a time when you took a bit of a switch, and not a bit, like a dramatic switch. Then we started to meet this lady on camera. And it started to expand and be more than just about food, but conversations, lifestyle. Take us through that pivot moment? What happened?
Oh gosh, really, you want me to go there? Okay, after I've answered this question, I'm asking you a question.
Yes.
So, I think growing and allowing yourself to grow, it helps quite a lot. And also having people who speak and you listen as well. And Sips was one of those people. When I was just like, no, I don't want to be like in front of the camera and whatnot. It's like, God, not you. Yeah, and you know, I did entertain that. I do entertain things that I think I feel like they are within reach, within me, and that they're doable. And yeah, I started showing my face, and I knew there was more into that because I want to have conversations, not only just cook, and just be behind the camera, basically, because that's what was happening, almost like behind the camera, because I was showing my hands only, and you know what my hands were doing. But I knew that I wanted more than that. But I also knew that there was a point where I was just not ready, you know, and then I would make excuses about the equipment and whatnot. But when it was time, I just knew, and I did step up into that younger that I felt she was called into another level, and I did step up into that. And yeah, literally, I think I do listen. I do listen. I think God does speak to people, and He uses people as well in our lives to speak to us. And when it does make sense and I resonate with whatever people are saying, I do take it up. Yeah. So back to you. Okay, I'm going deep now into the conversation. Probably, yeah, I want to know tell us about your relationship with God. If you have any.
If I have any, thank you for saying that. Because, yeah. So my relationship with God, I'm going to try and summarize it without losing some of the substance that I think that people should know. I did not believe in God for the longest time in my life. I did as a kid. Of course, I was literally praying every night, by the way. Every night. I was like, God. Up until I was about 9 years old or so. And then when I was 9 years old, I'm lying. I think, well, it started when I was 9, grade 3, I think, 4 or 5. Then I started to say, okay, when I look around my community, I see Black people that are suffering, that are poor. I see that we've been excluded from economic resources. I see the politics of it, and for me, I didn't see God in that.
Sure.
And then I saw my family as well, and I said, I don't see God in that, because I see our relatives. So if you know closer people, our family, our relatives are still family. You know, whether it's your cousin, sister, it's your family.
Sure.
So I saw my family, and we didn't have much. And I saw them; they have so much. We didn't have much, and also like structurally, we were broken. You know, in terms of family, financially, everything just didn't seem right.
Sure.
And I looked at that. I looked at a lot of things, and I just felt like, you know what? I'm struggling to reconcile a loving father with this.
Sure.
You know, and then I concluded myself that, okay, this is, by the way, me being a kid. I concluded myself. I started asking around, and instead of getting answers, I got shut down a lot. Like, okay, you know. Okay, so I concluded that in myself that either God doesn't exist or God exists for a certain class of people, and then He can have His people that He likes so much. Long story short, I did not believe at all. I was an atheist for a time. I was agnostic for a time until 2015, where God literally came in it was like this. It was in my living room. And then He introduced Himself to me. And then I said, okay, God, you exist. Because the way that he revealed himself, like, you do. Okay.
Sure.
Wow. Damn, you do. And then I said, okay, so what we're not going to do is we're not going to do the Jesus Christ thing. Because for me, that was just too religious, and it was just too contaminated. I was like, we're not going to do the Jesus Christ thing. I don't. But funny enough, that was the thing. And there are so many miracles involved in that we may discuss another time. He literally, specifically in my life, that's why now I'm able to say no. Jesus Christ, for me personally, I believe in him 100%. So yeah.
What has Jesus done for you? Why?
He brought me peace, which I never had before. I remember waking up in my apartment after accepting him. I accepted him alone. Nobody told me about Jesus Christ because I rejected all of them. But he came to me alone. So the way that he came to me, to keep it short, every time I would pray, I wanted to say his name. And I would stop myself. I'd be like, no, that is indoctrination. I was programmed and socialized into believing this colonial figure that is highly patriarchal and very problematic could be God. No, I don't. God. And then Jesus Christ name would want to keep coming out. That's it happened all the time. Every time I prayed, I was like, no, I want to get rid of this. So that was the mission. I want to get rid of this indoctrination. But it came wanting to come out. Every single prayer I did. Then one morning, I was like, I'm tired. I'm so tired. I literally sat like on my bed, at the edge of my bed. I was like, you know what? I'm so tired. What's the worst that can happen? Actually, whatever. I'm going to start. I said, I'm going to give Jesus Christ a chance. That's what I said. I said, okay, I'm going to give this a chance. What's the worst that can happen? And then it changed my life. What did it do for me? I used to wake up in the morning and I would see like the rays of the sun coming in through my window. And I would discuss it to myself like, whoa, look, wow, I've never seen this. And then it took me a while to realize, oh, this is what peace feels like. And then I knew, because I had never had that before, that moment. You know what I mean? And a lot of other things, but peace. Peace was the first distinct thing. It's like, whoa.
It surpassed all understanding.
Yes.
Okay. Oh man, that's so good. That's so good. I don't know, do you have any questions for me? Before we wrap it up, otherwise we're gonna end up with an hour video. But let's
I want to talk, because I've now just spoken about my relationship with Jesus Christ. The thing about that, we talk about this a lot, you know, but the thing is relationship. It's a relationship. So what I spoke about here now was that transition from just like, okay, God, let's go, let's pray, thank you, 7:30, and then and then developing this very intense and deep dive into God, not only as a thing in the sky, but like as a person, God in person. I believe Jesus Christ represents that. Talk to us about that relationship for you. Like, how did that come about? And I'm gonna say something because I know that it's unconventional. It's unconventional because it's very deep. Talk to us about specifically Jesus Christ.
What do you mean?
No, okay. Let's make Jesus Christ the next question specifically. Talk to us about relationship with God. How does that start in your life journey? Specifically relationship.
So I guess like it's different for everyone. Like how God pursues us differently. I think he knows where we at, and I think one thing about God, he doesn't like pursue us with materialistic things. He's a God who's after our heart, and that's where we also like get captured And yeah, I also, like, my heart was just so captured and captivated by his overwhelming love. Basically, I think that was one thing that made me come to God through Christ Jesus. It was, yeah, I was really just like, whoa, there's this guy who loves me, who wants to be in a relationship with me, who wants to love me forever, you know, who, like, for eternity. Yeah.
Forever is a long time.
Yeah, forever is a long time. Yeah, the thing is, you know, relationships ends like tomorrow. Even you, I don't know, yet. But so that, you know, there's no guarantee. Even actually, when we die, me and you, it's over. Do you understand? Yeah, like there is a cap to every relationship.
Everything.
Yeah, but he offers eternity that we might live and be with him. Like, it's forever. So yeah, and also you've spoken about peace as well. The peace that he gives, like throughout life, you know. Not that we do come through trials and tribulation. We do suffer. You will suffer in this life. Take heart, you know. But
take heart.
Yeah, take heart.
Take heart.
Take heart.
It will happen.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I think there's so much he offers. Yeah, there's so much he offers. Yeah. Which is life-giving.
Life-giving. One of the things I always find, I'm going to quickly share this one.
Yeah.
You know, and I know a lot of people understand this feeling. Like, when you have a void inside of you, like you have a hole, there's a thing inside of you that just like is not being filled.
Sure.
You know, you're just like, I everything that I do, my success, my accomplishments, the friendships, relationships, whatever. But there's still a thing, you know. So number one, that. Number two, the thing where, and I've read that a lot of people do have that feeling, like when you miss and you long for a place that you've never been at before. You know, like, I want to go somewhere, but I don't know what the place is. Is it Cape Town? It's not Cape Town. Is it where I grew up? It's not. It's nowhere. I don't know where this place is. When I met Jesus Christ, both of those things, so the gap, and then the craving for a place that I've never been to before, were quenched because he became
that place. Sure. Sure. Okay, because we do not want this video to be long. I think there's so much that we could chat about,
and we will in the future.
I think we will in the future, and I think we will not just have a conversation, but I think the conversation helps because you know, but I think we'll have a structure next time. Oh, maybe you guys can leave us a comment. If it comes back to the channel, what would you guys like us to talk about? So yeah, you can leave us, I think you can leave us a comment and let us know, specifically for him, if he comes back on the channel. Like, what conversation would you like us to have besides like us just chit-chatting? And it's December, that's why we were like, why not just chill and have a conversation. What else would you like to say to my people?
To you and your audience, thank you so much for you having me here. It's been nice, obviously. It's as I expected. Cool, fun, chilled, conversational, relaxed, and authentic. So thank you guys.
Coolio. I hope you guys enjoyed the conversation. You got to know Sips, you got to know a little bit, you know, about me as he was asking questions. Please do a call out to people to subscribe and do the things.
Subscribe to this channel, okay? Hit the like button, leave a message, a comment down below, and also hit the notification bell so that you are the first to find out when there's a new video out, and show some love, really.
And from us, we'll see you guys soon. We out.
Bye.